India, a land of contrasts, where deserts burn, mountains breathe, and rivers sing their ancient songs. But when the monsoon arrives, everything changes. The skies open, the earth awakens, and the entire country transforms into a living, breathing painting. From the misty hills of the Western Ghats to the rain-drenched forests of the northeast, monsoon in India is not just a season, it's an emotion. It's the scent of wet earth, the sound of temple bells echoing through fog, the sight of waterfalls roaring back to life. In this video, we'll take you on a journey through the 10 most breathtaking places to visit in India during the monsoon. Some are famous, some are hidden, but all of them are unforgettable. So, grab your umbrella, pack your curiosity, and let's begin. Munnar, Kerala. In the heart of Kerala's Western Ghats, there's a place where the clouds come down to rest and the hills wear a blanket of green. This is Munnar, a hill station that feels like a dream during the monsoon. As the rains arrive, the tea gardens come alive. Every leaf glistens, every valley echoes with the sound of falling rain. And the air, it smells of earth, eucalyptus, and something ancient. Munnar isn't just a destination, it's a rhythm, slow, soft, and deeply soothing. Walk through the endless tea estates of Kulukumalai, the highest tea plantation in the world, or take a jeep ride to Pop Station, where the clouds roll in like waves and the view disappears into mist. Visit Attukal waterfalls, where the monsoon turns a gentle stream into a roaring cascade. Or just sit by the window of a homestay, sipping hot cardamom chai as the rain taps gently on the roof. Munnar during the monsoon isn't about sightseeing. It's about slowing down, about listening to the rain, to the silence, to yourself. And when the fog lifts and the hills reveal themselves again, you'll realize you didn't just visit Munnar, you felt it. 2. Cherrapunji, Meghalaya. In the far northeast of India, hidden among the rolling hills of Meghalaya, lies a place where the clouds never leave and the rain writes poetry on every leaf. This is Cherrapunji, once known as the wettest place on earth. But don't let the rain scare you. Here, it's not a nuisance, it's a way of life. The locals don't run from it, they walk through it, live with it, and celebrate it. During the monsoon, Cherrapunji transforms into a land of waterfalls. Kalikai Falls, one of the tallest in India, plunges from a cliff into a turquoise pool, surrounded by mist, mystery, and silence. Trek through the rain-soaked forests to discover the living root bridges, ancient pathways grown, not built, by weaving the roots of rubber trees over decades. These bridges are alive, and walking on them feels like stepping into a forgotten world. The air here is thick with moisture, but also with stories of Khasi legends, of sacred groves, and of a people who have learned to live in harmony with the rain. Cherrapunji isn't just a destination. It's a reminder that beauty doesn't always come with sunshine. Sometimes it pours from the sky. 3. Valley of Flowers, Uttarakhand. High in the Himalayas, hidden behind snow-capped ridges and glacial rivers, lies a valley that comes alive only once a year. This is the Valley of Flowers, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of India's most magical monsoon destinations. For most of the year, this valley sleeps under snow, but when the monsoon arrives, the ice melts, the soil breathes, and the mountains burst into color. Over 500 species of wildflowers bloom here: blue poppies, cobra lilies, orchids, and primulas, painting the valley in shades of pink, purple, yellow, and white. The air is thin but fragrant. The silence is deep but alive. Reaching here isn't easy. You trek for hours through misty forests, cross wooden bridges over roaring rivers, and climb narrow trails carved into the mountainside. But every step is worth it, because when you finally enter the valley, it feels like you've stepped into a dream, a place untouched, unspoiled, and sacred. Locals believe this valley is blessed by the gods, and when you stand there, surrounded by flowers and clouds, you'll believe it too. The Valley of Flowers isn't just a trek, it's a pilgrimage, not to a temple, but to nature itself. Four, Coorg, Karnataka. Tucked away in the western Ghats of Karnataka, there's a land where the rain doesn't just fall, it lingers, it whispers, it heals. This is Coorg, also known as Kodagu, and during the monsoon, it becomes a world of its own. The hills turn emerald, the rivers swell with joy, and the coffee plantations breathe in the mist, releasing a fragrance that stays with you long after you leave. Walk through the rain-drenched trails of Mandalpatti, where the clouds roll in like waves, and the silence is broken only by the rustle of leaves. Visit Abbey Falls, where the monsoon transforms a gentle stream into a thunderous cascade hidden deep in the forest. Or take shelter in a cozy homestay, sipping freshly brewed filter coffee as the rain taps gently on the tiled roof. Coorg isn't loud. It doesn't demand your attention. It simply invites you to slow down, to breathe, and to feel. And in that stillness, you'll find something rare, peace that doesn't need words. 5. Lonavala, Maharashtra. Just a few hours from Mumbai and Pune, there's a place where the city noise fades and the hills begin to sing. This is Lonavala, a monsoon paradise in the Western Ghats. When the rains arrive, the dry brown slopes turn into a lush green wonderland. Waterfalls appear overnight, clouds drift through the valleys, and the scent of wet earth fills the air. Visit Tiger Point, where the wind howls and the view disappears into mist. Or trek to Rajmachi Fort, where history sleeps under moss-covered stones. The monsoon brings life to Bhushi Dam, where locals splash in the overflowing steps, laughing like children in the rain. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the rhythmic hum of the Mumbai-Pune Express winding through tunnels and over bridges, a reminder that even the journey here is part of the magic. Lonavala isn't remote, it's not hidden, but during the monsoon, it feels like a secret, one that only the rain can reveal. 6. Agumbe, Karnataka. Deep in the heart of Karnataka's western Ghats, there's a village where the rain never stops knocking, a place where the forest breathes and the clouds never leave. This is Agumbe, often called the Cherrapunji of the south. With over 7,000 millimeters of rainfall every year, Agumbe is one of the wettest places in India. But it's not just the rain that makes it special, it's what the rain brings to life. Agumbe is home to one of the last surviving lowland rainforests in India, a biodiversity hotspot where king cobras slither silently and ancient trees whisper stories to the mist. Trek through the Kunadri Hills, where the monsoon paints the rocks green with moss and the view disappears into a sea of clouds. Visit Onake Abbey Falls, hidden deep in the jungle, where the only way to reach is through a trail soaked in silence and rain. And if you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of the golden sunset from Agumbe Sunset Point, a rare moment of fire in a land ruled by water. Agumbe isn't for the casual tourist, it's for the seeker, the one who finds beauty in stillness and magic in the monsoon. 7. Mahabaleshwar, Maharashtra. In the Sahyadri hills of Maharashtra, there's a town where the rain doesn't just fall. It waves through the trees, wraps around your skin, and disappears into the fog. This is Mahabaleshwar, a hill station where the monsoon feels like a fairy tale. As the clouds descend, the forests turn darker, deeper, and more mysterious. The roads wind through tunnels of green, and every turn reveals a new waterfall, a new secret. Visit Arthur's Seat, where the valley below vanishes into white, or walk through the Vena Lake Promenade, where raindrops ripple across still waters and the scent of strawberries lingers in the air. Mahabaleshwar is known for its fruit farms, and during the monsoon, the red of the strawberries contrasts beautifully with the grey skies and green hills. But the real magic lies in the silence, broken only by the sound of rain on leaves and the distant call of birds hidden in the mist. Mahabaleshwar isn't loud. It doesn't try to impress. It simply waits for those who know how to listen. 7. Wayanad, Kerala. In the northern hills of Kerala, where the forest is thick and the silence is ancient, lies a land shaped by rain, time, and tradition. This is Wayanad, a monsoon sanctuary where every drop of rain tells a story. As the clouds roll in, the forests of Wayanad come alive, the trees glisten, the rivers swell, and the air becomes heavy with the scent of wet earth and wild ginger. Trek through the Edikal caves, where prehistoric carvings whisper tales from 6,000 years ago, or lose yourself in the misty trails of Chemra Peak, where a heart-shaped lake waits quietly in the clouds. Visit Meenmutti and Suchipara Falls, where the monsoon turns gentle streams into thunderous cascades that echo through the jungle. But Wayanad isn't just about nature, it's about people. Indigenous tribes who live in harmony with the land, whose stories are passed down through songs, and whose lives are shaped by the rhythm of the rain. Stay in an eco-lodge, wake up to the call of hornbills, and sip black coffee as the forest breathes around you. Wayanad during the monsoon isn't a destination, it's a feeling, raw, rooted, and real.
Number 9. Saputara, Gujarat. In the far western edge of India, where Gujarat meets the Sahyadri Hills, lies a town that comes alive only when the clouds arrive. This is Saputara, Gujarat's only hill station and one of its best-kept monsoon secrets. As the rains fall, the dry hills turn lush, the waterfalls begin to roar, and the entire landscape transforms into a painter's canvas. Walk through the Governor's Hill viewpoint, where the fog rolls in like waves, and the valley below disappears into white. Visit Jira Falls, where the monsoon turns a gentle stream into a thunderous curtain of water crashing into the rocks below. Take a boat ride on Saputara Lake, where the raindrops ripple across the surface, and the surrounding hills reflect like a dream. But Saputara isn't just about nature, it's about culture. The Dong tribal communities bring the region to life with their art, music, and monsoon festivals. In Saputara, the rain doesn't just fall, it dances. On rooftops, on leaves, and in the hearts of those who know that beauty often hides in the quietest corners. Number 10. Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh. In the far northeast of India, beyond winding mountain roads and misty passes, lies a town that feels like it belongs to another world. This is Tawang, a place where the clouds don't just visit, they stay. During the monsoon, Tawang becomes a realm of silence and spirit. The mountains disappear into fog, the rivers swell with glacial rain, and the air is filled with the scent of pine and prayer. At the heart of it all stands the Tawang Monastery, the largest in India and one of the most sacred in Tibetan Buddhism. Its golden rooftops shimmer through the mist, and its halls echo with chants that have traveled through centuries. Visit Sela Pass, where the road winds through clouds at 13,700 feet, and the lake below reflects a sky that's always changing. Explore Nuranang Falls, a hidden gem that roars to life during the rains, cascading down cliffs into a forest untouched by time. Tawang isn't easy to reach. The journey is long, the roads are rough, and the weather is unpredictable. But that's what makes it special, because in Tawang, you don't just travel through mountains, you travel through silence, through devotion, through something deeper. And when you finally stand there, wrapped in mist, with the monastery behind you and the clouds at your feet, you'll understand why some places are worth the journey. These were the 10 most beautiful places to visit in India during the monsoon. But this wasn't just a list. It was a journey. Through rain, through silence, through wonder. Because monsoon in India isn't just a season, it's a feeling. A reminder that beauty doesn't always come with sunshine. Sometimes it pours from the sky. If this video moved you, if it made you feel something, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Suraj Travel Vlog. Because here, we don't just travel, we feel, we explore, and we tell stories that stay with you, long after the journey ends. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and never stop exploring.